how to make a hat using the pattern that we gave you. So first you have to find the stretch of the fabric. Make sure it goes this way instead of this way. Then cut out a square the size of your pattern, making sure that there's a fold on one end. Then lay out your pattern and cut around your pattern. But so make sure you don't cut the fold so that this part stays folded, because otherwise then it'll be bad. Okay, so then use the pin marks on your pattern. We don't happen to have any, but I know where they are. So then put those on where they go, and so then make sure you only go through the top layer, because otherwise they stick together. So then unfold the whole thing and take each side and fold it in. Making sure you do all this inside out. So if you want this part on the inside, then do it like this. If you want this part on the inside, then do it the other way. So bring both parts to the middle, and then so then you sew from where your pin mark is all the way up to the top on both parts. Now that you all have it all pinned and ready, you're ready to sew. Make sure if you're using fleece that you have 100% polyester thread, and if you're using a t-shirt that you have 100% cotton thread. Oops. And make sure you have a corresponding color to your thing. My mom just showed the stitch that we're using. It's like a line with diagonal lines going up from it, and it's nice because it loops over the edge. The stitches you're about to do won't show, so it doesn't matter too much. That's my dog. So then start at your pin mark and just kind of gradually go in and curve up. But it doesn't. If you do it too pointy, then it makes a bump on your hat. Once you finish up sewing the two sides, you can make sure you keep this pin mark in, and because I'm winging it, and then so you'll have this with the stretch going this way, and then once you have this, you want to fold it in half this way.
What's going to be the front and what's going to be the back of the hat eventually?
Well, the front is going to be here,
okay,
and the back is going to be here.
Where the seam goes all the way down?
Where the seam goes all the way down. So once you have it like that, your pin mark is going to be where you, is going to be even to this, so it looks like all the same as those two sides, but the back will be all the way down. So what you're going to do is you're going to sew up from where your pin mark is, up here, and then you're going to have to go across these two seams, which is kind of hard to get over, but once you get over it's fine. And then back down to the back of a hat. So I'm going to do that. Using the same stitch and the same thread and everything. While I'm finishing up that, if you're going to use fleece, you should know we had a lot of problems with the next stitch we're going to do. We got an Inspira stretch needle because it's better to go through layers of fleece. And so what you have to do to measure the hat
the brim?
Is the brim or whatever. Keep it inside out and put on the hat. This one's for my dad, so it's going to be a little big on me, or really big on me. And fold up the rim to a comfortable length. If you like it kind of like a cozy hat, go a little have it a little longer than you'd like, because it'll be like how you want it. So then take that. Now we're going to use this stitch.
Because it's kind of pretty.
Because it's pretty. And what it is, it's like a ladder with diagonal lines going through it. And it looks pretty, especially on a hat.
But it can be a zigzag stitch as long as it's got some stretch.
Yeah. Same with the other one. Like if you don't have that stitch, just use a zigzag. So take your hat with the brim and make sure it's all kind of even. Now, what I like to do, I don't know if this works on your sewing machine. This part comes off, and it makes it a lot easier to deal with. And so then start on the back for this stitch. So
that's the seam that goes all the way down.
With the seam that goes all the way down. So then start it and just do that stitch. Try to keep it as straight as possible. A good guideline for this is the end of the foot, I guess is what it's called, like this thingy, aligned with the end of the fabric, like that, so that, or just remember the distance to keep it as straight as possible. So I'm going to do that. So make sure when you're coming in to try to line up your stitch with the one that you've done before as well as possible, so that it goes over a little bit, but not too much, because then it looks kind of weird. Okay, so all of this is the inside of your hat. Your hat's not going to look like that. I like to do a little trimming here and here and here to make it thinner, but because we're doing a video, I can just show you. So I don't really like to trim the strings till the end, so I'm going to do that. But your finished hat looks pretty awesome. And this is that.
I think you have your seam in the front that goes all the way down.
Oh, yeah. So, by the way, so you can tell only one seam goes all the way down, but because I messed up, all the seams go down because I made it for too big, but the seam that goes all the way down, which is all my seams, but it's usually the back. So, I do have it right.
And then when we put a decoration on, we just sew it on, right?
Yeah, and we like to do with our hats, is you pick out a button and also you can embellish on it. We did this with the green thread, and we had this stitch that looked like that. But if you don't have a stitch like that, you can try to do other things. Like what we like to do is take the front of your hat and kind of off center, put a button on and then cut out like a flower and buttonhole it on. So, and you can cut out different flowers of different colors for different occasions, if that makes any sense. So you can like switch them out. So